Hey guys, welcome back to linguamarina. If your TOEFL test is just a few days away and you have no idea what to expect, this video is for you. In today's lesson, I give you a step-by-step guide on how to prepare for the TOEFL test in just 48 hours. Comment down below if you're that person who just started preparing and your exam is in like a couple days. I've been there too. And of course, ideally, you should have at least a week or two to study. But let's be real, life happens. We have so much on our plates. Maybe you didn't have time to prepare. Maybe you just found out about the test at the last minute, or you simply forgot about it. Anyways, don't panic. You can still improve your score, even with just 2 days left. Let's get started. Okay, 2 days. Day 1. Focus on reading and listening. First part of the day, you focus on TOEFL reading because this is the first part of the test and it requires a lot of your attention. So first thing you need to do is to understand the structure. Review the format. 2 passages, each with 10 questions. Study question types, 8 question types, plus the strategy for each of them. By the way, we provide all the detailed strategies for each question in our course. And if you have enough time, you can actually take it in just 2 days. So if you need all the templates, all the structures, like everything in detail, I will link it down below. Then after you understand what the reading part is about, you do the actual reading test, staying within the time limit. That's super important because really, you are in this intense mode of preparation and you need to understand how your body functions under time pressure. So put yourself under pressure, no more than 35 minutes in total for your reading part. Now, the second thing you're going to do, you're going to work on skimming and scanning. Read one TOEFL reading passage quickly and underline key ideas. Scan for names, dates, and specific details. Practice answering 2 to 3 questions based on the passage. Thing number 3, time management strategy. Drill separate reading passages. Tackle one at a time. You can find such tasks in the Lingua TOEFL app. Aim for 15 minutes per passage. A pro tip here, don't get stuck on one question if it's difficult. Just mark it and move on. You're gonna come back later with a fresher head. This is what I do all the time. Also, practice skipping unnecessary reading and going straight to answers. Make a list of the questions you struggle with the most. Drill each of them separately. It's really important that you focus on the hard things. If you notice that something is taking more time, you don't understand something, then this is the time for you to dig in. You can find practice for TOEFL reading question types in the app. So basically the strategy here is to choose the question type you struggle with and practice it and practice it and practice it until your results improve. Step number 4, take a full practice reading test again. Stick to the time limit. Analyze mistakes and understand why you got them wrong. Now, this is the first part of day 1. Let's move to the second part of the day. This is where you focus on TOEFL listening. And this is actually the second part of the test that requires a lot of your focus and attention. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna get yourself acquainted with the listening format. There are gonna be conversations, 2 conversations. There are gonna be 3 lectures, and you're gonna study the question types. 8 question types plus strategies for each of them. The thing with the listening part, you cannot replay the audio. So the real skill that you need here, apart from listening, is note-taking. And this is step number 2, note-taking strategy. Listen to a conversation and write down only keywords. Structure notes in this way. You have the main idea, you have supporting details. Main idea, supporting details. Abbreviate common words to save time. Step number 3, you're gonna practice active listening. Listen to one full TOEFL lecture and take notes. Answer all related questions and check if you've made any mistakes. Repeat with a different lecture, improving your notes. When it comes to the listening part, your notes are everything. And then after all of this, you're gonna do one more full practice listening test. You're gonna stick to the time limit. You're gonna understand mistakes and understand why you got something wrong. Also on this day, I want you to allocate 2 to 3 hours learning high frequency words and phrases. The thing is, there are words that show up in TOEFL all the time. Words like indispensable, critical, adjacent, or foster. Learn them. There are tons of word lists online. Just search for TOEFL vocabulary list. You can also practice words in our app. When I encountered certain words that I didn't understand, when I saw them for like 2 or 3 times, I would write them down and ended up with a list of about 100 words, and I reviewed them a few times before my test. Even just recognizing those words can help you understand passages faster and improve your listening score. We've collected the most common words you'll see on the TOEFL in topics like agriculture, zoology, astronomy, biology. You can access that list as a part of our course. By the way, our students get results. Here's a recent review that we just actually got today in the morning from a student who took a course. This is what he says. This was honestly one of the best learning experiences I've ever had. Honestly, no other institute offers this level of detailed, well-organized content. Thanks to Anastasia, it's our teacher, mentorship and guidance, I scored 107 on my first attempt. I couldn't be more grateful. Congratulations, this score is going to get you into any top university. I think Harvard MBA's required score is 106. The course is more about theory. If you want to focus on practice, if you prefer tests, you can find many in the TOEFL app. Just go to the vocabulary section and choose the topic you want to work on. You'll have plenty of vocabulary questions, and answering them will ensure you remember these words quickly and effectively. I'll leave all the links in the description below. I suggest focusing on topics such as agriculture, biology, history, astronomy, and psychology first. They are very common on the TOEFL test, so understanding these words will make all sections easier. So day 1 is over. You've done your reading, you've done your listening, you've done your vocabulary. Now it's time to move on to day number 2, and this is where you're going to focus on writing and speaking. Let's start with the writing section just because I feel it's more complicated in terms of like the amount of effort and the amount of concentration. I was never able to score a perfect score on that one, and I know a lot of native speakers who were not able to score a perfect score. Anastasia, our teacher, was able to score 30 out of 30. In this section, you write at least 2 essays of each type. For the writing for an academic discussion essay, follow a simple structure. Your essay should have an introduction with a clear opinion, an explanation of your opinion, 1 or 2 sentences, and a well-developed example. For the integrated writing task, focus on comparing the reading and the lecture. So when it comes to the first task, it's all about your imagination, etc. With the second task, it's all about the structure. In the second text, we don't need your opinion. Don't give your opinion. Extract the most important points from both and present them in a clear and easy to understand way. There is one quick hack that I want you to remember that really helped me when I took all my tests. Memorize common transition words like however, on the other hand, for instance, and moreover. Because the linking words, they're going to make your essay more structured and professional. And if you start using templates for the text, and we have all of the templates in the course, those templates will actually make up a large part of your essay. So even if your writing skills aren't perfect, once you learn the template, you will already be able to boost your score by a couple points. Click on the link below to access them. Speaking can be the scariest part because you have to talk to a microphone. And with the speaking part, you only have a few seconds to prepare, especially for the first questions. However, once you understand what you should do, it will turn out to be less scary. Again, templates, hacks, etc. Here's my trick. Use a stopwatch and give yourself exactly 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to answer a random question. What's your favorite city in the world? Who's your favorite YouTuber? Do you like oranges or apples? If you freeze, do not stop talking. If you make a mistake, do not stop talking. Just rephrase your thoughts and move on. TOEFL isn't testing how interesting your ideas are, how unique they are, how creative you are. TOEFL is testing how smoothly you can express your ideas. So the first step, do at least 10 questions of type 1 plus 2 to 3 full speaking tests. Number 2, record yourself speaking. Number 3, listen to your recordings and analyze them. Number 4, answer again, trying to make your responses as good as possible. Preparing for the TOEFL test in 48 hours is not easy, but it's possible. Stay focused, work smart, and use these strategies to maximize your score. Let me know in the comments, what's your biggest TOEFL challenge? And do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more English and test-taking tips. And let me know if you like my outfit. See you next time. Bye.